بكت عيني على ذنبي بكت عيني على ذنبي بكت عيني على ذنبي بكت عيني على ذنبي.
The numbers you are familiar with. It is Ramadan again, and Grts brings you Q&A. You have any questions for this year's month of Ramadan? Send your questions to 2020-200, 30-3300, 60-6600, and 999-0909, and get your questions answered by Islamic scholars in English, Wolof, Mandinka, Jola, and Fula. Just text and get your questions answered. Grts wishes you a blessed holy month of Ramadan.
Ila di mbaya
Iya kare hampuri kan.
Koye suma kan ninni
Idan fara disante. Ko fara dole ya ba. Kana ko tele fajan. Ko ya to ya.
This is the news at 10 in our top stories. The public relations officer of the Gambia Police Force called on drivers to exercise caution whilst driving. This as another fatal car accident claimed the lives of 5 passengers in Tanene village in the West Coast region. The village development committee in Tangier rehabilitated the main road linking the village to the south in an attempt to minimize the effects of floods which could hinder the movement of people and goods. Millions of Malians head to the polls to elect a new president following a factious transition triggered by a military coup and a rebellion in the north. And rival factions in Egypt blame each other for the violence that has killed dozens of protesters in the capital Cairo and other cities. These and other stories coming ahead this half hour. I am Deku Mademba. Thanks for joining us. The rainy season is supposed to herald brighter prospects for a teeming mass of people, especially farmers, who need enough rain to grow crops for harvest to feed their families. However, during the rainy season, rainwater sometimes stagnates around busy roads, making life difficult for people to move from one place to the other. Ibrahim Balde tells us the passion that is driving a newly reconstituted village development committee to rehabilitate their main roads ahead of the September floods.
Just what the new members of the Tanje Village Development Committee are manifesting. Having assumed the mantle of leadership, the committee decided to embark on a massive mobilization exercise that saw rehabilitation work being carried out on the main road linking the coastal settlement to its neighbors in the Combo South constituency. It is a busy stretch of road that sometimes accommodates heavy traffic. However, during the rainy season, flood water sometimes make it extremely difficult for the free movement of people and cars. It is against this background that the Tanje VDC decided to rehabilitate the road once again before the arrival of the heavy rains. Thanks to this vehicle, the work has been made easier as the army of volunteers from the village tried to load the caterpillar and level the ground and ensure that all the surfaces were covered using their tools. Road rehabilitation exercises are increasingly becoming yearly affairs. Previous VDC members have in the past tried to do something about this road. This year, the new VDC partnered with a renowned construction company to fix clogged surfaces. The Alcalo of Tanje, Cherno Bojang, commended the VDC for setting the pace in an exercise that has over the years brought together members of the community under the same roof. He called on authorities to help Tanje fix its bad roads before the arrival of the floods, which could render the roads impassable. The work of the Tanje Village Development Committee has already been cut out for them.
We used to have a lot of difficulties because the vehicles, the drivers using Tanje, during the rain season, they just stop at the beach. So people has to walk. People has to walk from the beach to the village, which is a very difficult task for the people. So this is why it is the concern of the people for these roads to be constructed. So as VDC, we are very young in power. This current VDC is very young in power. But upon all that, we seek ways and means to try to work on this road.
During the rainy season, residents have to endure the dusty nature of the road. This is not likely going to be the case now, since the rains have started coming intermittently. However, one thing that the VDC is clamoring for is a sustained relationship with development partners to take care of other projects.
We work on a security building on the beach also for the safety of the beach, and we have spent $70,000 on that building. And at the same time, the toilets were full, and we drained all these toilets because the former management committees would do that to drain the toilets, but unfortunately, they cannot cope with the situation. But we did it, and we spent about $7,500 to drain those toilets. We also extended the mosque at the beach, which cost us $24,000.
It is not just in Tanje. The burden of developing one's place of abode rests squarely on the able-bodied youths. Ansumana Sise would like to see more youths involved in such voluntary exercises.
We will also call on all the youths to come up with all what is, easy, all what Allah has enhanced them with. They come with it. We join hands together and we develop the village. Because our elders, they have done theirs. And already they are here with us. If they are not with us, if they are not actually encouraging us, they will not be here with us. But they are here with us after doing all what they have done. They are still in the sun with us to work with them so that to develop the village.
The road rehabilitation exercise by the people of Tanje is coming at a time when rural and urban communities are all trying to put in place contingency plans that will not hinder the free movements of people should rainwater invade their surroundings. Ibrahim Balde, Grts News.
The Public Relations Officer of the Gambia Police Force has called on drivers and pedestrians to exercise caution on the road to avoid the incessant road traffic accidents. ASP David Kujabi was speaking in an interview with GRTS's Babakat Senghor in the wake of the frequent rise in the number of road traffic accidents, one of which claimed 5 lives in Tanene village in the Combo East district.
This is the mangled remains of this vehicle registered under the National Audit Office